Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And last time we started our adventure and we headed off inside the Great Deku Tree for our first dungeon, which is inside the Great Deku Tree. We got our dungeon item last part as well. I think we got the... Yes, of course we did. We got the slingshot. Alright, yeah, the aiming on the Switch version is kind of fucking stiff. It's really going to screw me over in a little bit, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Better to not do the manual aiming on this for this, to be honest. Better to just do the, if you can, do the Z targeting and you know, do it that way, but my apologies. So, we're now up to the highest floor of the dungeon, so we need to head into here. So, press this, and boom! Jump across. There's two areas we need to go to. The main chest is over here. Go on. Oh, fuck you. Give me that stick. And so in here, I think we've got the compass, so this is probably the map. Shit. I got it the wrong way round. We've got the compass. Compasses allow you to see where all the items are in a dungeon. So you can check... what am I doing? What was I doing there? But basically it allows you to check... if you've completed... Ow! It allows you to check, basically, if you've completed all the areas of a dungeon. What the hell am I doing here? Tom. Do I leave that? I don't leave the chest, do I? Sure I'm not that dense. No, okay. Thank God. I was going to say, I've still got shit to get. Okay. You bitch. Okay. Let's do you first, you piece of shit. So yeah. These are gold sculptures. That's the first one, I think. Gold sculptures are basically collectibles. There are 100 in total in the whole game for you to collect. Although to be fair, you don't really need to go after all 100. I think it's 50 is where you get the heart piece. I believe. So basically, go after 50, but after that you don't really need to bother. I think the reward for getting all 100 is, in all honesty, not that useful, so it's better to just, you know, go for the 50. Go for all 100 is a pain in the ass. I'm going to try and go for all 100 because, you know, got to make things difficult for myself. But bitch, happens to me so many fucking times. Yeah, you want to roll off, and that sends you through the webbing and into the lower section of the dungeon. Alright. Wow. Thank you. I don't know why I'm getting all these... What am I doing? I don't know why I'm getting all these Deku kind of Deku nuts, because I never fucking use them. Ah, there it is. So yeah, here's gold sculpture number 2. I think you can get 3, I believe. 3 within the first dungeon. And I think it's... every 10? No, is that right? I'm trying to remember. I think it's every 10 you get a new item. So every 10 sculptures you destroy, gold sculptures you destroy, you get a new item. I think. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 10. But it might be 20. Not 100% sure. So... I don't know why I did that. Yeah, so... The problem with the gold sculptures as well, another issue that they have, is that you can't lock onto them. Yeah, I'm trying to backflip here to try and get it, but yeah, you can't. I think you have to do... What am I doing? The long jump here, so... Long jump. Boom. And there's sculpture number 3. Yeah, I know why I keep doing that, you know, because on the Switch version, you have to use the right analog stick. Sorry, they use the right analog stick for the kind of items and stuff, which was, you know, which they did before with the GameCube version with the C stick and stuff. But the right analog stick it's a bit sensitive, so any kind of flick and you can kind of activate one of the items, so it's kind of annoying in that regard. Unless you punish them in the proper order. So yeah. 231, which is a code which Nintendo like to use a fucking lot. They use it a lot in this. It's used a lot in Nintendo games. 231. So, and this is me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah. It's so stiff. Shoot its eye, and that opens up the way. Nice and easy. Through we go. Oh yeah. I cut here at this point. I'm trying to remember why I cut. I think I cut because it was just such a massive pain, and because this section took me a little while to kind of work out what I meant to do, because I'm a moron. Yeah, you can't do that, so what you need to do, dive, and press the A button to dive, and that will immediately, and then you'll hit the switch, and then you need to... What was I doing? What the fuck was I doing there, dude? So yeah, now I have to wait. Jump on. And now it's just a case of hoping that you don't. There you go. Now we can jump up, and boom. Nice and easy. Shouldn't have been that hard to work out, to be honest, but, you know, I'm a bit of a dumbass. Alright, let's hit it. Yeah, you'll find a lot of these throughout the dungeons as well. Giant sculptures. I think they're just sculptures, if I remember. But yeah, just they're fairly easy to defeat. Hit them in the back. They kind of show their arse to you, and you just have to hit them. Fuck off. Stop interrupting me, Navi. So yeah, you have the action button, so grab it and push. I've seen in other playthroughs that people basically have clipped through this box by, you know, pressing into one of the corners and just kind of forcing their way into the inside of the box. There we go. I need a stick. Thank you. Give me a stick. Yeah, I think that's why they have these guys here. So that if you've run out of sticks at this point. I'm running a little bit low. But yeah. That went badly. And boop, there you go. Got her in the end. Light the 2 torches and boom, you can go. Oh shit, I broke my stick. Something which the Deku sticks can actually use for, which is kind of cool, is basically if you break them at the right angle, you'll split them in half. Fuck you. You'll split the Deku stick in half, and if you use a kind of jumping attack on an enemy, it's got the same amount of power as the Master Sword. So if you can get it to break in the right way, then yeah, it's really fucking useful. But but you also can't put the stick away at that point. Because once you put the stick away, then that's it. It disappears forever. So you have to keep it out permanently. There you go. Dead. Yeah, put my stick away. We are actually going to be coming back here later because behind that Deku stick is a bombable wall, but we don't have bombs at the moment. So basically we're going to have to... That is something which... Fucking hell. Oh my god. It's mini Gohmas. I think that's what they're called anyway. I don't know what the actual name is. Kind of little, small versions of the boss that we were fighting at the end of the dungeon. Yeah, basically, their eyes turn red, strike them. They're really not that difficult to defeat. Just when they turn red, smack them in the eye. And they'll go down relatively easily. Oh, that was a bit of pop in there. Oh well. What was I? What in the fuck was I doing there? Oh, okay. Here we go. So now we can push this down here. To get down to the area where we were in this lower area a bit ago. So now we need to put this push this block down. And right, let's kill some enemies first. Again here, Deku Barbas. So you can get some Deku nuts and sticks, especially sticks. So yeah, what you're supposed to do here, get your stick out, light it, jump across, jump up, and then you've got to do a roll. So yeah, roll across that to destroy the webbing. Make sure you're near an edge so that you don't actually end up, you know, dying or falling in. So yeah, so now it's time for this. So gotta remember the deal. So yeah, number 2, then number 3, and then finally number 1. Number 1 is on the left, 3 is on the right. So yeah, nice and easy. Then he goes nuts. Go up close to him, and they let you through. Nice and easy. And you know our secret, how irritating. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Gohma, he's a bit of a bastard, isn't he? He's basically told me how to kill his queen. It's like, yeah, fucking piece of shit. Anyway, doesn't bother me. So yeah, time for our first boss fight. Our first dungeon boss. We're going up against Gohma. Why did I wait? Let's move. Alright. I will say I do like it where they do this for a lot for pretty much all of the bosses. Give you this kind of a give you this atmospheric kind of introduction to the boss. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of cool that you don't initiate the boss fights until you look up at Gohma. So that's kind of cool. Parasitic armored arachnid Gohma. So yeah. So what it wants you to do is, we've already done this with the little Gohmas. So wait until its eye goes red, shoot it, and just smack it in the eye. In fact, like a leaping slash with the Deku stick is actually more effective because it's about as powerful as a Master Sword strike. So yeah, but just keep whacking him in the eye, and he goes down in two goes around. Like I say, this boss is no challenge at all. And again, I even kind of like the death animation here, where he kind of falls apart, breaks apart. Looks kind of cool. So yeah, we now have our first heart container. This gives us an extra heart. So our life energy is now, we have now got more life energy. Fuck you, Deku bot Teg. Thank you, fuck you, Deku nut. Alright, time to exit the dungeon. And we're done. First dungeon is done and out of the way. I actually kind of like the first three dungeons because they're kind of like an introduction to pretty much all of the they're basically like beginner dungeons, showing you like all the stuff you're going to be using over the course of the game to explore and to beat the dungeons and stuff like that. So I kind of like the first three dungeons are kind of like a tutorial of sort. But now we're going to be talking about what's going on with the Deku Tree. So, Deku Tree's dead. He's fucked. And he had a curse put upon him by this piece of shit, who we all know about by now. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that's connected to Hyrule. For it is that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. So yeah, basically Ganondorf put a curse on the Deku Tree, and that has caused him to die. Basically because he wanted the gem which the Deku Tree has in his possession. He needs that gem in order to get into the to get to like the sacred realm in order to and get the Triforce, which will give him ultimate power. Because of that, he's put a curse on him. He's kind of a sore loser, this Ganondorf. And now we're getting a bit of introduction into the kind of the goddesses of this world. We've got Nehru, Jin. I think it's which is it? It's Din, Nehru, and Fiore. I think Fiore. There you go. And yeah. To be fair, they do use these cutscenes over this, especially these flying around cutscenes. They use this over and over again, but does look quite nice. So yeah, it's basically the three goddesses came together to create the Triforce. So yeah, they came together to create the Triforce. Sacred triangles. Sounds kind of lame when you say it like that, to be honest. You must go and find the sacred triangles. Yeah, sounds kind of lame. So yeah, basically, our aim, we cannot allow Ganondorf to get his hands on the Triforce, otherwise he's going to fuck everything up because he's an evil bastard. How do they know he's an evil bastard? I guess I'm going to trust the sentient tree. It kind of makes sense, it's fine here with him, with the Deku Tree kind of saying that, because he has had a curse planted on him, so you kind of get, yeah, he's evil. He's a real piece of shit. Zelda, on the other hand, when we meet her, and she kind of just immediately says, "Oh, I just look at this guy and he looks evil." It's like, it's kind of racist. What? Just because he's a desert man doesn't mean that. Just because you're right doesn't make it a good thing, Zelda. So yeah, so he is going to entrust to us his most prized possession, a green gem. And this is pretty much the aim for the first part of the game. The first part of the game is to get the 3 spiritual stones. And the first one we got is the Kakiri Emerald. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. So long, great Deku Tree. I kind of like this as well, how they show that his death is basically everything just goes dark and then the leaves start falling a bit more. It's kind of a nice way of showing that, he's passed on. So yeah, it's up to us now to head off into the world and get the 3 spiritual stones. I also kind of like that as well, that Navi has a little look back first before she kind of goes along with us. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part of Ocarina of Time. Join me next time when we'll be heading off to the Hyrule Castle town, where we will be trying to get to Zelda so that we can find out how to get the next 2 spiritual stones. So yeah, see you next time.